What is going on, you guys? Jump Bicycles here. Today we're back in the shop with our FTX Carnage, and today we're going to be doing some upgrades. Well, you guys guessed it, and especially if you're a Carnage owner, this is prone to happening. This like spring-loaded thing, which is I believe called a servo saver. That's what it's called. Always forget the name of that. Literally hate that thing. I went out, I was having so much fun, and then I found that it was stuck for some reason. I fixed it right now. It's just holding it with a super glue. Whatever, this is prone to happening. You know, this is stock plastic. I never changed this, and I'm running this on 3S, so you know, thing gets it gets hit pretty hard. I don't get on this thing that much, but there was a spot where it got a hit, and you know, the steering just literally it broke off. And I saw this on a FTX group, and many guys who have Carnages have did this mod. These are the pieces that you get with this. Now this is a kit from it's mostly known as an eBay, you know, cheap kit. It's an HSP upgrade kit. All of this stuff is metal, and these are replacement parts too. These are not obviously FTX original, but these will obviously replace the stock stuff, so hopefully we don't break the steering no more. So these are the contents. You get 3 little bearings, which are these 1, 2, 3. This is a sleeve. I will show you how to get this all together. You have this like natural screws on. This is a spring-loaded spring, which puts tension on the servo saver, so you can put it like a high tension or low tension. You can adjust that. And this is a secondary piece, which is this link right here, which is like the other link. I will show how the steering works. You have the links which connect to your wheels, and then you have this link right here, which runs under here and connects to this part, which looks like this. I will take this apart and show you guys what this stuff all looks like, and we'll get into it. The first thing that you have to do is you have these 2 screws, one here, one here. You have to take these out because these hold in these links. Then you have to take this screw out, and then you have 2 screws underneath. I will show you. Alright guys, so I flipped the Carnage, and what you have to remove from down here is these 2 screws which hold the bottom part of the links in the chassis. And as you can see, here's the steering link, here's the screw, then you just push it the other way. You have this other screw which will disconnect this linkage that's in the center that I showed you. Alright guys, so now what you have to do is just pry this thing up forwards and just get the thing out. Here it is. This is the stock piece. It's all here. Here is where it broke. As you can see, here's where it broke. It was held in, now it's held in. I never drove it this way, so I don't know if it was going to break, but I bet you. Alright guys, so after I remove both of the arms of the steering, here are the stuff, and this is the other side. You know, you just unscrew it from the bottom as well. You just pull it out like I showed you on this one. By the way, these have like sleeves in them, metal sleeves, and if they get stuck, maybe the screw is just free spinning from, you know, time, you just get little pliers. You know, you just put it here and you grab onto the sleeve and you unscrew this screw. You know, that's a little trick I had to do. You know, I didn't film that because, you know, it's just simple, and mostly that doesn't happen. You have to put thread locker on these things because stuff from vibration loosens up, and we will be doing that later. Now, what I'm gonna be showing you is how to assemble this upgrade stuff. You still need the stock sleeves, which are here on this one and on this one. I will show you exactly what I mean. Alright guys, so first we will be starting with this link, and what you need to do first is get the stock piece, which is this piece. Here it is, and you just take this sleeve out. It's helpful to get a small pliers like this. Here it is. This is the sleeve. You just take it out, and you can put some sort of lubrication or grease on this. I'm just gonna wipe it. And you have these bearings which I showed you, which come with the kit. These are critical because these go on the shaft. By the way, you have to press these a bit to get them on. Get this to focus. You have to press these a bit. Here you go. We have to put you have to put one on the very bottom end. I'm gonna put a bit of WD-40. There you go. Then you put the thing onto the sleeve, and you just put the other bearing on the other side. There you go. It's just that easy. Now the first one is done. Now we will do the second one. Now this is the stock piece as well. It's helpful to just remove the spring. No, you just pull this out, and this has like a bushing, which is this. This was here on the bottom. Now this seems to be very stubborn to remove because it's kind of pitted here. So it's not focusing on my camera. I think I have to sand this surface so I can get this bushing out and the bearing in, because it's very, very tight. So I will be doing that behind camera, and I will show you. Alright guys, so I managed to get the bearing on the stock piece instead of that brass bushing or whatever that was. Now what you need to do is get this new sleeve which comes with the kit, put it on. The bearing will go in, as you can see. Come on, focus. The bearing will go inside this sleeve, as you can see, and then you put the lower part of the servo saver on. Now this part has to go on this way, since the servo is going to be turning it like this. Then you get the spring, and then you get this like a custom tensioner. Just screw this on, and this can adjust the tension of the servo saver, as you can see. Now for now I'm just going to put it so it just clears up here. You could adjust it later, but I'm gonna leave it even just snug, so you can obviously get the function to work. If something has to go wrong, hopefully nothing else will break, because it doesn't have that much travel, I'm noticing, but it will work better for sure. And this is just the simple process of how you have to assemble these two things. Now they're ready to get installed. Okay guys, so the next process now is going to be the installation of the actual servo saver itself, which is this new part. And first of all, I took the sleeve out, which I showed you previously, and it's a good tip to install this first and then slide the servo saver on, because it's a bit tough to get in here. And also I screwed these two screws here so I can bend this up a bit properly. You have to take all of this off, but I have a lot of stuff here, and you know, this stuff is more, this process is more easy to do personally, I guess, than just taking all of this stuff apart, you know, just to replace a servo saver. So I have some thread lock here, some blue stuff, and I'm gonna put a little bit in the thread where it screws in here on the chassis. I will show you. This is the screw right here. It's almost in the middle of the screen, and you get this then you locate this on the screw and screw this first. Alright guys, so when you get the sleeve in, now it's time to install the servo saver, and the servo saver needs to go in this orientation because this arm is controlled by the servo itself and the linkage, and this controls the steering assembly. So you have to pull this a bit outwards like this and just install this just like that. And now what I'm gonna do is, there's a screw which needs to be screwed up here, and then there are two screws here which controls which screws in the center linkage and the outer link, you know, which goes to the wheel. I will show you all of that in the time lapse. Alright guys, so she's all done. The full setup is in. As you can see, got the metal servo savers fully installed now guys. I put some WD-40 in the joints as well, so obviously it has some sort of lubrication. Here you go guys. This is the proof that everything works, right? It even works better than factory, because factory it lacks a lot of power from the servo because, you know, the plastic flexes a lot, so it, you know, I didn't have much steering. Now it's more better, plus you can break this stuff easy, so hopefully this all works great. They also do look very nice. I chose the blue color because, you know, I have some blue here and the body is blue, and I think it matched out pretty good. So hopefully guys, we get some videos with this thing soon on the channel. This thing is very nice. I still have some little things to do. Mainly, you know, I have some wires to organize here and stuff, rearrange the connectors and things. But I do that all behind camera. So hopefully I will do a run video on this, guys. You know, do something a bit different. You know, crawlers. Crawlers is my main topic, but you know, it's good to vary a bit sometimes. You know, how many times do I drive this? I rarely drive this, guys, because, you know, I'm mostly into crawlers, so I love this thing, but I don't have that much time for it right now, and I only drive, you know, regular crawlers because this thing is so so fast. And this setup is all in, and it's looking very great. So if you like this video, guys, as always, go ahead and subscribe. According to YouTube Studio, only a few of you are subscribed, very little percentage. So go ahead, guys, hit that subscribe button, be part of our family, you know. And as always, see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.